Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Two Broke Guys and a Stack of Comics. We got another week for you. We're ready to go. This is me, myself, Capn Cummings, at Mystery Vlog on Twitter, and also Instagram is Capn Cummings as well. It took me a second to think of that. With me also is Doomfly.
Hello out there, everybody. How are you doing today? The Doomfly coming at you, and you can catch me if you want to find me. The best place is on Twitter at Pana Red One. That's PANA Red and One altogether.
Yes. Also, you can now find the podcast on my YouTube channel at Capn Cummings as well. Just Google Capn Cummings and you'll find us or whatever. Anyways, I mean, it was free comic book day this week or last week.
Yep.
We got lots of good books. You guys probably got lots of good books for free.
Free comic book day was hectic.
Yeah. I had my wife go out and do it because I had drill. You know, I was on the military base. And she went and got them for me. She's nice like that.
Nice.
I wanted to shout out some of the books because these are going to be books that are coming out and might be something that you guys want to look out for. Like they're going to have trades coming out for them. I really liked the FUBAR issue this year that was the Ace of Spades. Did you see that one?
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that there. I didn't pick it up, though.
It was pretty decent. The Rise of the Magi. This was a pretty damn good book, too. I don't remember what it was about, but I remember I liked it.
Mark Silvestri.
Yeah. It was pretty good. I liked it. And then the last one was the V Wars, Vampire Wars. This is a good book as well. Anyways,
hold up a second. Did issue number 1 come out for that already?
This is an issue number 0.
Oh, okay. So issue 1 came out, I believe.
Okay, so this was a prequel for it, I guess.
Prelude, right?
It's some sick stuff. Prequel. Like this guy hunts vampires, and then you get this last panel at the end where that's his daughter.
Nice.
There's some good horror books this year, man. Like it's all zombies and stuff. And then Transformers versus G.I. Joe had some good artwork in it, but I didn't really read it. I just flipped through it. You know, get your nostalgia on or whatever.
It looked classic G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Mm-hmm. The artwork was tied in it too, like top notch.
Nice.
You want to go over your book first?
You didn't pick anything else up?
No, I did. I got The Future's End. I'll talk about that, I guess, since it's like the big.
All right.
Everybody's going to want to hear about that, I guess. Maybe, probably not.
All right. Well, I don't know. I want to hear about it. I heard a little something about it. Only thing I heard was your Future's End Free Comic Book Day issue was nice. It was good. You know, that's all I really heard. I didn't hear anything, no details.
Oh, okay.
But I picked up.
Oh,
Rocket Raccoon.
Wait a second. Okay, you go over that first. Yeah, go.
All right.
Say what you got or whatever.
Yeah, I picked up a couple of books. We could only pick up 3 books. I took the whole family with me, and I had them pick up books that I wanted.
Yeah.
But I had picked Rocket Raccoon, Guardians of the Galaxy, only for the Spider-Verse story in the back, which I like. And I've been kind of weary of Spider-Verse, but that little tease had me like, okay, I'm kind of ready for this. And I picked up Hip Hop Family Tree, and that's it.
Makes me jealous.
I'm gonna talk about Hip Hop Family Tree when we get to that part.
All right. We're supposed to. I forgot. We're supposed to say what we bought this week or whatever. So.
Well.
We jumped. We'll do that real quick, and then we'll go right into the reviews.
Nice.
I'll go over it real quick. I got Satellite Sam number 8, which got that, those lingerie covers. I'm gonna get. I swear, I'm gonna get caught up on it, and then I'm gonna review all 8 issues as a series as a whole.
It's probably a banger.
Next week,
On a
we'll do it
low.
next week, and then I got Deadpool versus Carnage #3. That's a good
That looks
issue
good.
too. And
The cover looks nice.
Detective Comics #31. And this issue looked nice, but I don't know. It's all right. I might be dropping it again. I don't know.
And Detective Comics, they can't get it right.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, it's not all that. I'm not gonna be. It's a good book. I'll just leave it at that. And I got this. I've been looking for this forever, and I found it at my shop. Joker Mask. It was a crossover. You know the '90s Mask movie with Jim Carrey. The Joker finds that mask and puts it on. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. What'd you get?
Okay, I got Ultimate Comics Spider-Man issue 1.
Yep.
Miles Morales. Miles Morales is what I call him. So yeah, I got that. I picked up Amazing Spider-Man Learning to Crawl 1.1. And I guess Dan Slott is going to be tweaking with the origin, I guess, a little bit. I'm not really sure how this works a little bit, but I guess the story's in between stories or something. I don't know. But Ramon Perez is doing the artwork. I like Ramon Perez artwork. Woods from Boom Studios. James Tinney in the fourth, right?
Yeah.
Got that right there. I'm always looking for my little kind of melodrama books. I got some sci-fi in there too, I believe. I think they go in the woods and they get kidnapped. Some crazy shit. They get kidnapped or something, or some. Then they be in the woods and it's totally futuristic or some crazy shit, something like that.
I think the lesson is don't go in the woods.
Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, I don't mess with the woods either. Yeah, that's about it right there for me. Right there. That's all I got.
That's good though.
3's the magic number.
Yeah, I like 3.
Yeah, 3 good books.
All right, so I guess we'll go right in the reviews. Do you want to review?
Also, I got the Wake too. I got the Wake.
Oh yeah.
That. Sorry. Yeah,
that's almost finishing up too. Was it 10
yes,
or 12?
I'm ready for it to end. I'm ready for it to end.
All right. So I guess I'll go into the review of the Free Comic Book Day issue, which I guess I'm doing Futures In #0, the Free Comic Book Day edition. Now it's got a pretty good cover on it. They got Dude on there, Batman Beyond or whatever, and it's got double the Batman in it, and it's got a lot of it's very sci-fi, and you learn off real quick that there's different characters and they're being taken over by androids or some sort of mechanical thing that's just taking over the world. And if you read a lot of DC, then you know that it has something to do with OMAC and Brother Eye. So it's going to be a really, really interesting issue. Here's a series. Here's Frankenstein, and he's got Canary's face sewn into his chest, and she just screams and blows the Flash up, and you're like, oh, there's the Flash dead again. That's like
crazy.
That's like a reoccurring thing with the Flash is he's always dying. So, anyways, it's totally sci-fi, and that's a real good thing with me. Anyways, here's Superman. He's got these robot legs that are like spiders or something.
Oh, he looks crazy.
And then he kills the Green Lantern, which is
wow.
I don't know which Green Lantern that is. John Stewart, or is that what the black dude name is?
Is that an alternate reality? Is this current?
It's in the future.
It's the future. So this is
because then here's
the future.
Yeah. Because here's the Batman Beyond, and he's with the other Batman, and they're Bruce Wayne Batman, except he's old as hell. You can see it in there. and they're talking about like, oh, if I Bruce is like, if I wouldn't have started this, if I wouldn't have went into this investment, none of this would have happened. He's like, we got to go back and fix this, and he's about to go back, and they start attacking, and they're trying to fend them off until they can go back in time. And then what happens is Bruce Wayne dies. They send him back in time. They send Batman Beyond back in time, which I don't know what his name is. And Bruce, before he dies, goes, "Don't look for me and talk to me in the past because I will make sure you fail your mission if you talk to me. I know it." And then
Batman Beyond.
And then Batman Beyond disappears, and he's in. He figures out that the events are already set in motion. He got sent to the wrong time, and then the book ends.
Oh wow!
Like this first issue, they really sucked you in. Like they want you to get that 52 issues.
I know because you want to know what happens after that.
That's such a good beginning though. Like everybody dies. Batman Beyond gets sent, and they're like, "Oh shit's already hit the fan. I need to, figure out what I need to do."
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I mean, I'm not buying any more of them, but
Oh yeah.
I might hit that shit up on trades later or something.
Oh well, that's it. You're not gonna ever know what happened.
That first issue though, is grabbing right there. I mean, I tell you, it's good.
You can afford to get one weekly book.
$3 a week.
Yeah. $3 a week.
Man, it's good though. Like if you don't care about money, just buy that series because I know it's going to be good. They got good writers on it. Azzarello, I know, is on it, which he does, just phenomenal stuff. That's the only one that comes off the top of my head on who's doing it. I don't see in the book where it's listed who's writing it. But, oh, here it is. Brian Azzarello, Jeff Lemire, Keith Giffen, Dan Jurgens.
Oh, yeah, that's some heavy hitters right there.
And then the art is by Aaron Lepresti. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Patrick Zetzker, Jesus Moreno, and Dan Jurgens. So, this is all top-notch stuff right here.
Yeah. Definitely top-notch.
All right. So, there's a banger out. I'm not buying it, but, it's pretty banging.
The first issue's out there, isn't it?
Yeah, first issue came out this week, so, I'm sure there's plenty to go around because, being a #1 issue, they're going to be stocked. They're going to make sure they're stocked with it, Don't worry. All right. So you want to talk about the Hip Hop Family Tree?
Hip Hop Family Tree, 2-in-1.
I'm excited.
Huh?
I'm excited because I didn't get that book. I ordered it and I'm waiting for it, but
I was in my shop. I almost didn't get it. Like I was grabbing up some other BS. And then, I seen it. It was, under, other books. It was all messy, kind of, over, And then I grabbed it. And then, 4 other people see me have it. Then they grabbed one. And then everybody just started grabbing it. It went quick. It went so... I've seen everybody grab the whole stack. It was crazy.
I was so angry. My comic store guy... I'll just stop there. I don't want to say nothing bad.
All right, well, listen. This is a message. This is a message for your comic store guy. On the back of this issue, right?
Yeah.
It says question. Right, here's the question. What kind of store doesn't carry Hip Hop Family Tree books? And then you got to turn upside down. It has the answer, right? Answer.
What does it say?
A store that doesn't like to make money. So when you told me that, I thought about you. Oh, wow, they really nailed that on the head right there. But the cover's dope. It has the rappers going around the old Marvel books back in the day. You remember?
Yeah.
In the middle. Yeah, and it has the little outline of the characters, those old Marvel books. Remember?
Mm-hmm. And you got like
And they
the
got,
variant, the what's that called? When it's got the barcode on it.
oh, this right here.
Newsstand variant.
What? Yeah, this is how they made it. They want to make it look.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. The pages are brown in here and everything.
Yeah.
Like the pages are brown, like you know what I mean. So.
And they got magic markers that says free on it.
Yeah, they wrote all over it. Like it says free in the back. It's all written on all over the place. It's writing on it. Like there's phone numbers in here on the bottom of the page and shit. It's just crazy. But okay. So I did not know what to expect with this comic book right here. I forgot it was coming out until you mentioned it last week. So it's written by a guy named Ed Piskor. That's Piskor, and he's a talented writer and artist who has long savored the connections between comic books and hip hop. Has now written that chapter in the seductive and entertaining form of Hip Hop Family Tree. So I'm pretty sure I guess he wrote and drew this, Ed Piskor, and it has a real old comic booky feel, look to it. You know, the pages are all brown, like I said earlier, and it's basically that's what it is. It's just a connection between hip hop culture and comic book culture, and they go. You know, he goes through talking about the old school rappers, the first appearance when they first came onto the scene,
mm-hmm.
and he compares that with a first appearance of a comic book character, and you know, then he talks about their alter egos. You know how like MF Doom's real name is Doomale. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
his alter ego is MF Doom. You know what I mean? Whatever. They got costumes. They say how the characters have costumes, which is basically their regular clothes. They call it costumes. He's calling the rappers' clothes costumes, and that's their regular clothes. That's how they dress. So anyway, we also have epic battles. You know, they compare that with the Hulk and the Thing. You know, they always fight each other. They compare that with like Busy B versus Kumo D or Cool J versus Kumo D. That's how the whole book goes. Through the whole book, it's just comparing hip hop culture with comic book culture. And before, I didn't notice they had Batman right here in Spawn because I didn't notice any other characters except for Marvel characters in here. But I guess there is Batman in there in Spawn. But other than that, every other character they use to compare is Marvel characters. So that's kind of interesting to me. I guess the guy, he has to be a Marvel. You know, I don't know why did he have any DC characters? You have any thoughts on that? Maybe why he didn't have any DC comparisons? Characters just used Marvel.
I would either say that he probably really likes Marvel, or he actually had Marvel's permission and didn't have DC's. I'm not sure, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Batman's in here. Batman is in here with Spawn. And they're calling it, you know, they're comparing it to hyped up crossovers. So, you know, when people do, like, you know, those big songs where it's like 50 rappers on there, and like, oh, it's going to be the best song. And he's like, this shit's trash. You know, there's too many rappers on there. You know, they're not spitting, you know, to full potential. Just like a hyped up crossover, they're probably not going to draw and write a story to full potential because the hype sells itself. You know?
Yeah.
But
are they talking about like the KRS One back in the day? Stop the violence.
That's it. Yeah, that's in here. I mean, they go into detail a lot. I was surprised at the detail this guy put into this when he was like writing Russell Simmons. He wrote him like he couldn't really talk. Because you know Russell Simmons wasn't really, you know, that educated back in the day. Like he was in the streets. He was, you know, he was smoking. He was running the streets drinking. You know what I mean? He was wilding. Russell Simmons was a wild dude back then. So he talked broken English like real, like you think that you hear people talk and they use slang. Russell Simmons was talking terrible.
And if you listen to him now, he's the total opposite.
Yeah, I mean, he just changed his, he got successful and just turned his life around. The things what he can do, I tell you. But he caught that. He caught that on that. I forgot all about that till I read this. Like, oh yeah, Russell Simmons was kind of, ignorant back in the day, And it has him on here smoking and everything. And they talk about, they go into it. They talk about like, Grandmaster Flash and Sugar Hill Gang, how that started up. It goes deep. But what surprised me here too was the Stan Lee and Jack Kirby like little dedication he put in there. You know what I mean? So that kind of shows you. I think he probably was a big Marvel fan, probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you put a little dedication in the middle of the book with Jack Kirby right there and Stan Lee. I thought that was pretty cool. Nice touch.
Wow. That is.
That was a nice touch right there. They have a book coming out, it says in here. It's called Heroes of the Comics. It's by Drew Friedman. And I'm really not sure what it's about. But that's in there. So, yeah, you talked about the KRS-One bit. Beastie Boys is in there. Got a Beastie. Look at it. You see the phone number at the bottom of the page?
Yeah.
Like, just writing all in there and stuff.
I used to have that record, the Stop the Violence.
Oh, yeah, with all the rappers.
Yeah.
The West Coast had one.
Yeah.
We're all in the same gang. And then, because they had a gang problem. And then the East Coast had the violence, Stop the Violence.
I had the East Coast one.
Yeah, I remember that. Dougie Fresh.
It had a bunch of people. Like, it had people that, like, I would probably have to go and look up to remember who they are now.
I remember that. So it had, like, not Diamond D Nice. I know Chris was on there. But anyway, they talk about KRS-One, how he grew up. We all know the story. Well, now we all don't know the story, but we should know the story of, KRS-One, how he was on a spiritual, he felt he was on a spiritual, journey through life, getting to, he just was like at the bottom of the bottom, sleeping on the train, going to the library to keep warm and stuff like that. So, you get to the point in his life when he's walking, he got no haircut, he's dirty, stinking, because, he's homeless. And kids are laughing at him. They're having a rap battle. And he just goes in and, he just crushes them with his lyrics. And they don't put the lyrics in there, though. They're just spitting out hot coal, I guess, or some shit. They spit out something right there. Because the guy who wrote it, Ed Piscor, said he doesn't want to disrespect Chris. And then write some jibber jabber. Because that's not what nobody knows, nobody can recollect the exact words that he used when he was rhyming at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody you don't want to do that to is probably KRS-One, because he will probably get across this book and he will read that. And if you make up something he said, he will definitely come at you. KRS-One is that type of person. But yeah, though, man. So it was a cool book, all in all. It shows how Rick Rubin started Def Jam. Rick Rubin, he was the punk rock guy in college that hooked up with Russell Simmons. That's how they had that rock and roll hip hop sound back then with Beastie Boys and Run.
Yeah, because the Beastie Boys were originally punk rock as well. They switched over and started doing, punk rock is like got the same spiritual feel as hip hop. It's all like the revolution of it, musical wise. They got like they're like almost the same thing, even though a lot of people will say no.
I mean, yeah, that's what Rick Rubin was saying, and that's what he was saying. That's what he said in his book. It's like he used to go to CBGB's, I believe it is, back in the day.
Yeah, that was that old school, world
The punk
famous.
rock spot, like the
Yeah.
Ramones and all that be up in there.
Hmm.
And he was saying that, like, he felt that energy with the hip hop music, as he felt with the punk rock music. And he used to go to the hip hop, spots. People look at him all crazy. He's like the only white guy in there. But he was a tough kid, you know what I mean? So he was in the spots.
Well, and if you look at him now, like Rick Rubin, he's going bald. He's got big long hair. He just wears sandals, and he's wearing like some cargo shorts or something like me, and a t-shirt, and he's just like, you look at this dude and you'd be like, get the F out of here, you old white guy. But he's put together like some of the biggest hip hop songs that you could ever, 99 Problems, but Bitch Ain't One, that's him.
Listen, like I said, money. When you have money, you can walk around like that. Like, go to a job interview, you can walk around with sandals on. You know what I mean? With no, doesn't shave anything. But the artwork was cool in here, man. I knew who everybody was when I looked at them. I could recognize.
I think that was the coolest thing.
Yeah, I want to see where this goes. I'm interested in it. I want to see like how deep he goes with this, because how much can he compare? You know what I mean? Like,
I think the first book that I have, that has different content in it. I know for a fact. After you going through it, that has different content than the one I have.
Okay.
My first one goes from like 1970 something, like the late 70s, to like 1983. I believe that. Or something like that. Book 2 is it's going from like year to year, and it's gonna tell the whole story of hip hop, maybe till like the early '90s or something.
Yeah, because this book right here was like the beginnings, Africa Mambata, Melly Mel, the message, don't push me, cause
yeah.
That's what this story was about, like that era.
This stuff had stuff before that, like Grandmaster Flash starting out and shit like that.
Yeah, that's what this is, man.
I mean, like some of the events that were before that, before they were doing the message and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, right.
Like it had, it even had DMC, from Run DMC, like him as a young kid or something that's doing when he first started out before he was actually in Run DMC.
Well, they had him right here. They had because Run was always trying to get on when he was a kid. He was trying to get, he was a DJ. So he started DJing for Curtis Blow.
Yeah.
Russ hooked that up. So Run was like, "Yo, I want to get on. I want to make a record. I want to spit some runs." He was like, "Nah, whatever. Get out of here. Go to school." He went to go see DMC. You'll see DMC laying on the bed reading a comic book. You know what I mean? Because he's a comic book dude. He got the comics out. He liked comics since he was a kid. Like, you see right here, got Slayer. Look at Slayer right there. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But it has to go deep because on the cover it has, like, Biggie's on the cover and Tupac, and so they have to go pretty deep. You know what I mean? He has to go pretty deep with that.
It's probably going to go to, like, at least the mid-90s, I bet.
Yeah, he should go to, like, 2000 and then call it quits. After 2000.
He's doing like 6 books, so I mean, it's gonna. Who knows? It's probably gonna have people like Eminem and stuff in there, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
But it's by Fantagraphics Books. That's the name of the company, Fantagraphics Books.
I think it's an amazing thing because, like I said, like punk music is got the same feel as hip hop. And comic books are also a major influence, as well as everything pop culture-wise, a major influence on hip-hop, but especially comic books. Because, these kids growing up, what were they influenced by, especially in the 80s? Comic books. Right. So, that's why Method Man is like Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze,
Right.
Ghostface is Iron Man.
If you look at graffiti, you know what I mean? It looked like comic book art. Like it looks like, you know what I mean? Like it looks like that kind of artwork. Like I can see graffiti in a comic book and like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cause some of these pictures right here were just crazy. Like this by this guy named Toby Cypress. They got cool DJ Red Alert like on the turntables. Like it looks crazy.
Wow.
Like that looks crazy. So I want to know, did this come out like issue, or is it going to just come out like in a collective volume?
They're coming out with a slipcover edition that's going to have 1 and 2, and it's going to have bonus material. I'm wondering if that's not the bonus material that's going to be in that separate issue.
Yeah, I gotta check that out because this is pretty cool right here. I enjoyed it. It was pretty cool.
I mean, I think it's worth it just on the culture aspect, especially if you're a hip hop fan. It's gone to like 3 or 4 different printings. Like it's super popular. Like people love it.
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it, man. I didn't know what to expect when I went in to read it.
I think the slipcover version is going to be like $50, but each individual book, if you buy them separately, is $30. So you're saving like $10 by buying the slipcover version.
Right.
Like
when he put iconic groups, he put Fantastic Four, then a Wu-Tang symbol next to it, then he put X-Men after that, and then he put a Public Enemy symbol next to that.
I mean, it's just crazy, because all those things are like enormous. What has Public Enemy done for music?
Right.
I mean,
but it's like, I just wonder, like I said, he just used all Marvel. Everything was. It's somewhere in here. I think he said that that's what he likes most. Because he was comparing like the way their names are. Like like most cartoonists over 25. This is what he's saying in his little bio type thing. Like most cartoonists over 25, I was always a comics reader, and a hyperbole of Marvel comics fit together nicely with the hyperbole of the lyrics crafted by all the best rappers. The names of stars like Grandmaster Flash, Method Man, the Ultramatic MCs matched the best that Stan and Jack could come up with. So the flashy names, I guess.
He named off Ultramatic MCs. Wow.
Yeah, this kid right here, he's on his job, man. He's on his job. He's on his job, So
he's really personable on Twitter too. Like if you say, "Hey, man, I like that" or whatever, he favors it and they'll say something back. He's real personable. He'll say something back to you.
Nice so I can probably hit him right up and get a direct. I need this book direct.
Yeah.
Get a PayPal going, and order that joint right off me. Yeah. You might get a signature with it.
So we'll both give the stamp of approval on this series. Go out and get it and whatnot.
It was definitely cool. It's definitely fun. It's fun stuff. You like hip hop music, you like comic books.
Do it.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong.
All right. Do we want to go over the other book? There
Southern Bastards.
Southern Bastards. So we got the Jasons here. Jason Latour and Jason Aaron, Southern Bastards. And they're at an Alabama football game right here on the cover. Everybody's got on football jerseys. They look like they want to fight.
I wonder if this is a football game or is this in front of his house?
I don't know, but I think it's when. Spoilers if you haven't read this book. I think it's when his father got killed.
When he was a kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Walking Tall. I'll explain Walking Tall. Dude comes back to town. He was in the military. At least I've never seen the TV show from the old days, but I saw the Rock's version, Dwayne Johnson. He comes back from the military, and he finds that his small town, has gotten corrupt and shitty. So he runs for sheriff and cleans it up. It kind of reminds me of this. Not, this is obviously different.
Right.
But kind of the same feel. And so there's this, what was it? Yeah, like this dude comes back and he's got a sick mustache. And he's moving his stuff out of his father's house that his uncle was living in or something like that. Basically, he finds out that his town's a shithole. But, like, I just found out it was weird how, like, it seemed to use, like, it really, did it seem like to you that they portrayed, like, Southern people bad in every page almost?
I don't know.
Like, maybe, like, every, am I thinking cliche or like, stereotype? Like, all the bad stereotypes it seemed like was in every single page. Like, they were, like, both these guys are Southern, and I read the back pages, and, you know, they feel the pride of it, but, like, this is like their book of telling their, like, what the bad things that they always seen, or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know when I first opened this book, and I seen like a little sign. There's a little sign back there, and it says "Hell, one way in, no way out. Welcome." I was giggling for that right there. And then like the dog, it had a dog in the first
Crapping.
page. Yeah, just taking a dump. I was just like, yo, I'm in. This book is for me.
And then this page right here is sick. Like it reminds me of like a '70s movie where like you know it'd be like it's black dynamite. It's like it's Southern bastards.
Yeah, it was like that. Like the dog was just like barking, just like uncontrollably. Like, you know, just, I mean, it was a little hick town. It was real, you know, they made it look a little, you know.
They used a lot of stereotypes.
Yeah, I mean, they had a barbecue pit. You know what I mean? And they had a barbecue pit. And
dude's wearing a Cam Newton jersey, too.
Oh, is he?
What number is Cam Newton? It says Newton.
Is Cam Newton number 1?
It says number 2 on here.
Oh.
What number is Cam Newton? I don't even know.
I don't know. I think he's number 1. I'm not sure, though. I might be wrong.
I don't watch Carolina games, so I'm sorry.
Well, I like Cam, though, but I should know his number. I did notice that there's a guy on here, I forgot what his name is, but it's a guy on here that was outside the barbecue pit that was trying to catch up with the guy that what is the main character's name anyway?
I don't know. I'm terrible with names, so like being at the first issue, I would probably have to reread it to find where it is. Well, Mr. Bull, Buhl.
Earl, right? Earl Tubb.
Okay.
Because his dad name was Bert, Big Bert Tubb. So Earl Tubb was talking to a guy named Dusty, and he knows him from their youth, their childhood.
Yeah. Is Dusty like a crackhead or something like that?
He had a lot of money on him.
He seemed like he got some crack tendencies or something.
He had a lot of money to be a crackhead.
He might be selling it. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So Rusty's wearing a Newton jersey. He has a wad of money, and he's trying to get up with the coach of the team.
Yeah, and this guy's no good.
Yeah, the other guy, I don't know his name, but I noticed, he has Jordans on, like, it's like, oh, he has Jordans on. Like, those are Jordans, man. Like, that's just crazy, man.
I didn't notice he had Jordans.
Yeah, I might have to, he had Jordans. I saw those. I was like, wow, he has Jordans on with those, remember those team pants back in the day with the lines in it and had like the colors of your team, like the Dolphins and the Bengals had like the little stripes in it? Like,
yeah,
he has those on with the Jordans, like those hammer pants type.
I know people that would wear that like 5 years ago, and it's like, dude.
Yeah, it's just like it's showing like how behind they are or whatever, and how cool he thinks he is, but he looks so country, I guess. And I don't know. It was the first issue, man.
I like it already though. It's great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. He smacked him with the fryer.
The artwork has some. And that is such a badass looking action scene, right? Shot right there, like that is
Yeah,
straight up. It looks like something that's like a Kirby style, like Hulk punching the thing in the face sort of
right,
shot,
right.
and it's drawn that way too. It's sick.
Yeah, the artwork was real top notch. Like
Yeah,
even Earl's nose looks all crooked and broken, like it been broken before and all that. Like you know, it's it's good, man. It's pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good.
oh yeah, it's detailed out, and it flows. The story flows well too.
I guess just the little details in this book you have to keep your eyes on. Like the
Hmm.
little kid, he has the Kool Aid shirt, but he has like glasses on, like a little he looks like the Colonel chicken. You see him? He's
I
hanging on a
remember he
tree.
was asking if he could watch TV, and the dude said
Yeah,
no.
he's hanging on a tree and look at his shirt. It's Kool Aid, man. But he looks like the Colonel. He has glasses on with the Colonel beard mustache,
I'm looking for him.
and it says "So Weak Tea."
Oh, I see it.
I don't know. I guess I just laugh at the lamest stuff. It's not lame to me though. I liked it.
He's got like buck teeth. Everybody has like buck teeth and like a crazy ass look on their face.
Yeah, I mean, this is some real deep South stuff right here. I think this is not your like. This is not like This is some real deep
This ain't
backwoods
the
South.
Andy
I think
Griffith show. This isn't the Andy Griffith show right here.
nah, this is some deep South. I think this is not the this is some backwoods deep South. I mean, they got the Confederate flag on the truck. They're riding out. They're about to go get somebody. The good old boys are out. Like it's like that kind of book. Like it's serious, man. But they do show the flashback. With his father. What happens? We get that little bit of information right there.
Hmm.
So I think it was cool. I think they introduced us to characters. The characters I think are like you can remember these characters. You might not remember their name, but you remember them. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And we got a little backstory of his father and what happened and why he's in the town. And he's trying to get out of town quick, but he's gonna get sucked into this town because he wants to get into town and leave. But
You
he's
know
gonna get
that's
stuck.
not going to happen.
Yeah, he's gonna get stuck out there and it's gonna get crazy.
Well, and then the next issue, it says next issue. And it's got this dude here with his like snub nose sitting in the back of he's got his 45 sitting in the back of his pants right there.
And you got the play. You see his plays right there. That's the coach.
Oh, that is.
That's the coach. And he got his plays in the back pocket.
He got his hat on real tight. Look at that. Like,
Yeah,
whoever has their hat that tight.
that's coach, man.
like I don't know how you wear your hat, but I always got my shit like on all loose because I don't like that stuff snugging on my head.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man. I'm gonna definitely give it like a good arc.
Did you read Did you
Yeah.
read the letters that they wrote for us?
Yeah, I read that.
They were real good, like real touching. Like
Yeah, I read that.
you understand exactly like I think everybody. I personally have that same like feelings about where I grew up. Even though I still live in the same spot, but
The love hate, the love hate, the love hate. You love it, but you hate it.
yeah.
Especially down south, because I lived down south before, and it's like it's hard to love it because certain things you're not used to, but then it's hard to hate it because it has some good elements and things about it being down south.
I was only there for a month. I lived in South Carolina for a month. I was going to go to college there, and then I dipped out and said, "Nah, I'm all right."
See, it's the love hate, man.
Yeah, we're
Some
definitely
of that
going to be
was
getting
cool.
this one though for see how it plays out. I think it's going to be good though.
I'm gonna give it an arc, man. I think Jason Aaron. I think he really I think he really enjoyed making this book. Him and Jason Latour. I think it means something special to them. Like you said, they're both from down south, and they're both going to put a lot of their experiences into it and things like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
most books Jason Aaron come out with usually be, out the park. So, this might be another one.
Yeah. All right. So we ready to say what we're going to buy next week, I guess?
Let's do it.
Me personally, I'm going to get Afterlife with Archie #5. I'm going to get both covers though, because I'm going to get both because I like both the covers, and I figure why not.
You want that Veronica cover, right?
Yeah, yeah. I got the Betty one with issue 1. I'm going to get the Veronica one with this one.
Nice.
And I jumped on it before it was like I know at one point it was like a $15 book or something. So I'm glad I got it for $2.99. I'm going to try to do that with this one too.
I need that Betty cover, man.
And then I'm going to get Avengers #29 and New Avengers #18. And bam, that's it.
Oh, that's 3 books right there.
Three is the magic number. And there's I saw also that the Jack Kirby New Gods artist edition is coming out. I want to get that, and if it actually comes out next week, I might jump on it. We'll see. But, that's it.
I'll keep that too. That's nice. All right. Definitely getting Afterlife for Archie. I don't know, maybe all new Ultimates. That's about it. That's nothing. I got a free week next week pretty much, so I can just I can go in and just grab something. So Afterlife for Archie pretty much for me.
Great. All right. So we're gonna move on to our rap album.
Rap albums.
Oh, wait. Let's do this first before everybody shuts it off when we talk about the rap albums. We're going to be asking on Twitter as well, but down below in the comments, hit us up with a question that you want us to answer next week. It's going to be a new segment where you ask us whatever you want. And we'll do the same as well later. Next week it will be, we'll ask you a specific question and we'll announce the answers the next week on the show. So do that. Ask us a question in the comments, and we'll answer it next week. Okay, now on to the hip-hop albums. Do you want to say your album
the
first?
Album I picked?
Yes.
Well, this album is not anything that no one probably is not familiar with. I try to keep it a little simpler this time, something you're all probably a little more familiar with. And I picked Eminem's album, the Marshall Mathers LP. Classic.
Yes.
That's a classic album. I love that album.
It was on TRL.
Was it?
The videos were, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's all over.
He was on the... did he win a Grammy for that, or...
I'm not sure if he won an award for it.
I know he performed.
But, it was a good album, though. It was a good album. How many songs were on there?
I don't know. There were so many of the songs were just like good songs. Like,
a lot of skits on there too, though, right?
Yeah, and that was when skits were like you had to have good skits on your rap album. Like,
I mean, he had Stan on there, Kill You, The Way I Am. This is a classic album, man. That album was just classic. The cover was just, nice cover.
Yeah. I mean, they even have that on a comic book now, so.
Yeah, it was just a classic album. That album was just, Eminem, after that, he took over the world for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Eminem's album, lyrical, genius, and I don't care what anybody says. You know what I'm saying? That dude is a beast.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think the album that I am going to go with is, it has one of my favorite rappers on it, and one of the other one is, I'm not a huge fan of him, even though he's really talented, is Black Star, and it's the only album they've ever done. It has Mos Def and Talib Kweli those two guys alone, they're two of the biggest hip hop people, there are. They might not sell the most or nothing, but no one, no one's gonna out rap them.
Yeah, that album, man. That album, I think, was probably one. Like when that album came out, and it just sounded like totally different than everything that was going on at the time. That album was just amazing. That album was amazing.
And
there was
then
so much culture in that album too.
Yeah, yeah, and it even has Common on one of the songs too. So then you got like another guy that's like one of the top people. Like, I don't know. For me, Common's like a guy that he's either hit or miss sometimes. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I like Common, but as of late, he's still a good rapper. He can definitely beat me in a rap contest. But it sounds a lot of the same to me. The way he rhymes, it sounds like the same style.
I think the one I like his album the best is the one he did with Kanye. I don't remember what it was called though. Kanye did all the beats for him.
He had a lot of albums too.
Yeah, he has a lot of them.
Yeah, they're all good though.
So go out and listen to Black Star. It'll change your life.
I'm trying to think of the song, man.
Reflection.
Like 1, 2, 3. I don't even know the words to it like that. I haven't heard it in so long. But
it's kind of dangerous to be an MC. They killed Tupac and Biggie. It
was dope. Yeah, it was dope.
I'm trying to bring up the. There's group. There's the album. The album was called Mos Def and Tyler Kweli are Black Star. Mm-hmm. It had Definition, which is the song we were singing. Children's Story. Then they had Redefinition, which was like the remix of it. Mm-hmm. B-Boys Will Be B-Boys. Respiration is the one that has Common on it. And is there another? I think that's about all the big. But the whole album is like you could listen to it all the way through. Yeah, it's got 13 songs on it, and it's all phenomenal hip hop, stuff. Late '90s hip hop.
Great sounds.
And they've been trying. People always try to get them to come and do another album, but they said, we'll do songs together, but we ain't into doing the whole album just because people want us to,
Which is smart to me because, I mean, it's probably going to be kind of hard to capture that again.
I think, honestly, they just don't do it because both of them are just way too fucking busy.
Yeah. I mean, Mos Def, I haven't seen him.
Mos Def does movies, and shit.
I know, but I haven't seen him in any movies lately.
And he was supposed to be working. He changed his name, right? He changed his name. He changed it to his Muslim name now.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even remember what it is off the top of my head.
I haven't heard any music from him.
You haven't heard any of his new stuff? Mm. He's been working on an album. He's got one called NIP, which.
The last thing I see Mos Def do was that little project for the camp when they put the stuff up his nose.
Oh, that was disgusting.
That was the last thing I've seen him do. And we know Tyler Kweli is working. He's working.
Oh man, all the time.
Yeah, he's putting music out there. He got music out there. He's working.
I think Mos Def makes a lot of songs. He just don't put them out. He don't care.
Yeah, I know he's working, but he's not working. He's not putting anything out there though.
He doesn't care. I don't think he cares. Nah. I don't think he likes being famous.
Yeah, he's simple. I think he's simple.
Yeah, he's on the Bill Maher show all the time too.
Oh, Bill Maher.
Yeah, Bill Maher. What'd I say, Maher?
I love that show. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're rambling on about Bill Maher. We're almost hitting an hour. We'll let you guys go because we know you're bored. We'll see you next week, too.
Peace.
Bada bing, bada boom. Later.